Hi guys, this is Sam and welcome to EngLogic, where I help advanced English learners and teachers improve their English by analysing its mathematical and logical patterns. Today we have a vocabulary lesson, but before we carry on, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to check out all my other advanced English vocabulary videos over here. And now, let's get started. Today we're going to learn vocabulary with superheroes, more specifically Superman and Wonder Woman. I know this might sound like a silly exercise, but actually talking about the stories and superpowers of superheroes is a great way to learn English. It's great for teachers because it's usually a very engaging method to use, and for learners it's very helpful because it forces you to talk about concrete things, which is much harder and effective than talking about abstract things, for example, love. I have to confess I'm not well up on superheroes because although I love magic and superpowers, I lean more towards witches and vampires, which are my absolute favourites. So just to be on the safe side, I'll stick to the easy words and elements in order to avoid upsetting any fans. And now, let's get right into it. Both Superman and Wonder Woman have super strength. Strength is physical power and energy, usually linked to muscles, so you can go to the gym to build up your strength, and if you are very tired, you don't even have the strength to speak. I can never find the strength to say no to my boss doesn't refer to physical energy, but it's more related to mental and psychological courage and determination. It also refers to the number of people in a team. Being below strength means that not all the team members are there, whereas being at full strength means that they are. My strength at work is time management means that time management is what I'm very good at. It's a skill that I excel at. And when you do a job interview in an English-speaking environment, it's a very common thing to be asked what your strengths and weaknesses are. So they are asking you basically what you think you're very good at and what you think you should improve on. If you don't know your own strength, it means that you don't realize how strong you are, usually mentally and psychologically, whereas if you know your strengths, it means that you are aware of what you're good at. After starting our business in 2015, we went from strength to strength, and we are now the leaders in our sector, means that we became progressively more successful. If you play to your strengths, it means that you use the abilities that you excel at in order to achieve a goal or to get what you want. Strength is the noun of the adjective strong, which is related to mental and physical strength and to strictness of rules, for example. But here we're only going to analyze its more advanced meanings, one being to come on strong, which usually means to behave in a forceful way in various situations. It's usually linked to the idea of making clear and explicit sexual advances to someone. So if you are on a first date with someone that you don't really know, and as soon as you see them, you tell them that they can come to your house whenever they want, they might think that you're coming on too strong because it's a slightly inappropriate thing to say to someone that you don't really know, and they might think you just want sex from them. It can also mean that you show a lot of interest in someone, but not necessarily in a sexual way. If you've been on a couple of dates with someone, so you don't really know them yet, but you really like them to the point where you would like to spend next weekend with them, a very common thing to say is, I hope I'm not coming on too strong by asking you if you want to spend the next weekend with me, which means that you hope that they don't think that you are rushing things by asking them to commit to something as substantial as spending a whole weekend with someone that they don't really know. This expression also means generally being aggressive. If you realize that you've overreacted to something that someone said or did, you can apologize to them by saying, I'm sorry, I came on a bit strong earlier. If I say that diplomacy is not my strong suit or point, it means that diplomacy is not something that I'm good at, which means that I'm not diplomatic. And an amazing alternative to this is saying that diplomacy is not my forte, which is a very sophisticated Latin word, but it's still used in normal common spoken English, so it's sophisticated but not ridiculously so. Since I've just mentioned the word suit, we're going to study that as well. A suit is a formal set of clothes including jacket and trousers or skirt, usually worn by lawyers and bankers. It can also mean a set of clothes for a specific activity, for example, a bathing suit. I filed suit, or more commonly, I filed a lawsuit against my employer for wrongful termination, means that my employer terminated my contract illegally and I want to bring this complaint to a court in order for it to be settled. You will hear this a lot in American and English films, and the verb for this is to sue someone. In your birthday suit is a very poetic and cheeky way to say naked because it refers to the suit, so something that you wear when you were born, but when you were born, you weren't wearing anything. After China implemented the lockdown, most countries followed suit, means that most countries did exactly the same thing as China did. Suits are also the four types of playing cards. We have spades, diamonds, clubs, and hearts. As a verb, to suit means to be convenient, acceptable, and suitable for a situation. The hotel offers activities to suit everyone means that there are activities that everyone will like. Something can suit someone's needs or requirements, meaning that it satisfies them. Working 20 hours a week suits me to the ground is an informal way to say that it suits me perfectly. It's exactly what I want. To suit every pocket means to offer different prices so everyone can afford it. As a teacher, I need to suit my lessons to my individual students, means that I need to adapt and modify my lessons so they satisfy the needs of every single student that I have. This room is best suited for one person means that this room has the right qualities to be just for one person. Blue or this shirt really suits you means that they make you look attractive. Suit yourself is a spoken expression that we use to tell someone that obviously they can do whatever they want, although we may not agree with it. Another power that Superman and Wonder Woman have is super endurance. To endure, which the dictionary will give you as endure, but in normal, common, modern English we pronounce as endure, is a very sophisticated but not common word, but it's great for C1 and C2 levels. It means to tolerate a painful and difficult situation for a long time without complaining. She endured excruciating pain for over a year, means that she tolerated this extreme pain for over a year without saying anything. I can't endure this situation anymore is a very sophisticated way to say that you can't stand, tolerate, or take this situation anymore. Some friendships can endure over many years means that these friendships can last and remain alive for a very long time. Endurance sports are sports that really test your ability to perform a difficult and painful activity for a long time. Our superheroes can also fly, which is a verb, and the noun for fly is flight, which is commonly a plane journey or the idea of flying, but it's also a set or block of stairs. If an idea is a flight of fancy, fantasy, or imagination, it means that it's full of imagination, but it's not practical or generally doable. A top-flight lawyer is a lawyer that is very skilled and very successful. Let's have a look at the simple past of fly. Fly is an irregular verb that goes fly, flew, flown. And a fun fact about the sounds flew is that they can give you three different words. F-L-E-W, the past of fly. F-L-U, a short version of influenza, and also FLUE, which is a pipe that lets smoke and heat out of a building. And now I hope you're ready for a lot of idioms with the word fly. It obviously means to move through air, like a bird, to travel by plane, to drive a plane, so pilots fly planes. It also means to transport someone or something by plane. We offer original pasta flown in from Italy, means that the pasta is imported from Italy via plane. At Pride, a lot of people fly the LGBTQ+ flag, or a lot of these flags fly, means that these flags are attached and fixed to a pole and can be seen. Time flies when you're having fun, or these past 3 days have flown by means that time goes by very fast. She suddenly let fly at a friend means that she suddenly started shouting at her, and the soldiers let fly with thousands of bullets means that they attacked someone by shooting them. To fly off the handle is an informal way to say that you suddenly become very angry. My new boss put me in charge of the team, and when I did it, I was flying by the seat of my pants is an informal way to say that I did it by guessing and improvising because I had no idea how it was done. Another informal way to say this is wing it. To fly into a panic, rage, means that you suddenly become scared or very angry. Rumors were flying as to how we got the promotion so quickly means that a lot of people were talking and speculating about it. To fly the nest means to leave your parents' home and become independent. As the crow flies is a very unusual way to say in a straight line. I'm only mentioning this because we're talking about C1 and C2 vocabulary, so you might come across this expression in an English exam. Sparks were flying when he arrived late means that there was a heated argument when he arrived. But in another context, it can mean that there is a lot of sexual and romantic attraction between two people. As a noun, fly is a small black insect, but also the zip at the front of your trousers. In American, they use it in the singular, fly. In British, we use it in the plural, flies. So we would say, your flies are undone. And another way of expressing that is you're flying low. When a lot of people die or become ill very quickly, we say that they're dropping or dying like flies. If someone is too nice or kind to hurt anyone, we say that they wouldn't hurt or harm a fly. If someone is very clever and therefore can't be tricked, we informally say that there are no flies on them. On the fly means as you go along, improvising without planning. So sometimes we must make decisions on the fly without having the time to weigh up our options. I'd love to be a fly on the wall means that I would like to be able to watch what's going on without people knowing that I'm there. Fly as an adjective is a very informal way to say attractive and fashionable, so she always wears fly clothes. And after all these idioms, that's it for today. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel down below. And do let me know in the comments which idioms you already knew and which ones were new to you. And in the meantime, I will see you next week with my next video.